we've got another person on board. Who do we have? Olivia Randall.
Thank you. Hello. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Liv, like Monique said. To clear confusion for those who do know me, it is still Liv, my name. Abby was great. She was no, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. She was really funny, pretty, and I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want a picture of her in that costume just for proof of story. Nothing, for no private time, don't worry, Abby. It will just be for a story on my wall or something. But I'm from London. I'm a Londoner. Yes. I'm from South West London. To zoom in, I'm from Stockwell. If anyone knows about Stockwell, beautiful place. I think it is the most beautiful place in Britain, and to be honest, it's gorgeous. And at the moment in Stockwell, we have this graffiti artist who is kind of unique. And, graffiti is typically on walls. This person does it on the floor. And to describe it to you, so imagine. Red splotches on the floor everywhere, just splattered about, sometimes in shapes of objects, not a body, but just there. And sometimes you have to find them. This artist loves to play games. Sometimes they're behind bins and dark alleys, or sometimes a little bit of red on the wall, and you're like, God, context, what is this? What are they doing? And everybody's looking for him. No one knows who this graffiti artist is. Who is it? And there's posters everywhere. Do you know this man? No, I wish I did. I don't. Even the police are getting involved in this game. Everyone wants to know. Probably just shake their hand, I guess. I know I do. I want to shake that lovely big graffiti hand. But even though I'm from Stockwell, I currently live in North West London. I live in West Hampstead. I know, Stockwell to West Hampstead, big jump, because Stockwell's obviously beautiful and so safe and really fun. And West Hampstead's really dangerous and not safe, and the streets are dirty. So it was a big change to move from somewhere so amazing to somewhere not so amazing. And I was thinking about changing my life, changing everybody's lives here, changing your life. I would say yours, I don't know you, but I'm thinking about it now, because I've also another big change in my life. I just started university. Thank you. And it was a big change, and you've got so many people not from London coming in and becoming Londoners, and it's so fun to watch non-Londoners become Londoners. I mean, do we have any non-Londoners in the room? Put your hands up high. Be proud of your heritage. Be proud of where you're from. Okay. There's a bit too many hands raised just there. But I was thinking, for people who aren't from London originally, not purebreds, I guess. You need a tour of London, and this is for those who even are from London. Lives London, what to say in London, what to do in London, where to go in London, where to be in London, what not to say in London, where not to go, people to talk to, people not to talk to, that kind of thing. So I invented Lives London. Just gonna get this mic stand. Abby said this is a comedy technique from comedians. They move the mic stand so they make it look like they know what they're doing. And Monique did that, by the way. It's in here. Okay. Open it. I thought it wasn't there for a second. So this is lovely drawing I did. We love you, London. For those at the back who were late, it's a British flag, and then I wrote "We love you, London" on it. So this is some tips for if you are from London. Number 1, always say hello and I love you to the bus drivers in London. They will give you a sweet. Number 2, if you've never been to Croydon, go. It's amazing. website called urbandictionary.com when speaking to a man from London. It will really help. Number 4, does anyone date men? I love that! Well, if you do, gross. But if you go on a date with a man from London, have sex on the first date, do it. Because if you're like me, you probably won't get a text back. So if you just want to have a little fun time, just do it on the first. Use and abuse. Not abuse. Abuse isn't good. But more pump and dump, maybe. Number 6, 5. Never say you live in Clapham because you will be punched in the face. Especially from me, because I'm from Stockwell, and obviously I've got a lot of beef with people in Clapham. Number 6, ends, the word ends, is where you are from. So if someone says my ends are Stockwell, my ends are Peckham, that is where they live. It's not like the end of something. Number 7, never run for a bus or train. If you're late, you're late. It's embarrassing. If I see you running for a train, my friend, embarrassing. 8, unfollow, I'm just bait. It's not funny content. Getting a bit sexist, actually, the content from my man. Number 9, if you're like somewhere from like York or Essex or up north or something like that, Liverpool, Manchester, get that accent going. Get rid of it, because I don't want to hear it. No one from London wants to hear that in your ear. Someone from Liverpool or something in your ear all day. Number 10. The EDL does not mean everyone's difference is loved. I learnt that the hard way. Tip your bin men. Pay your oyster. Barrier jumpers are losers, I'm sorry. And it's also embarrassing to see a grown man jump over a barrier. 13, respect people's pronouns, guys. It's not hard to do, it's not. Madam Two Swords, self-explanatory. And lastly, if you haven't orgasmed in a while, go and sit on the bottom deck of the back of the bus. Because the engine will do it. Don't do anything about it, just sit there and close your eyes and just say, wow, this is great. And then get off the bus, go home, and just imagine the vibrations. That was my take on London from someone from Stockwell. I hope you have fun in London if you've just moved here, if you live here. But that was Lives London, and I hope you enjoyed it.